everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bailey and today's video is going to be covering my most asked question. I have gotten this question ever since I started training Moose as a service dog, and that is, what is a Bernedoodle like as a service dog? Are they good for service work? What are the pros? What are the cons? So that is going to be today's video. If you like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It just means so much to me when you guys subscribe, and thank you to all of you who have subscribed so far. I again just really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get into my most asked question. I'm going to be answering this in two parts. The first part is going to be why I chose a Bernedoodle over other breeds, other doodle breeds, and then the second part is going to be what I think about them as far as service work. I will be generalizing the breeds, any breed I talk about, so just keep that in mind, and that you should always temperament test any kind of breed, any kind of dog that you're considering to see if they fit your lifestyle. So just diving right into it, I chose a doodle breed because of their coat. That was the biggest factor for me, was that they are minimal shedders, and after having a Bernese Mountain Dog who sheds like no other, I have taken the poodle coat for granted. I did not realize how much other dogs shed until having my own, and just how appreciative I am and so glad that my first dog was a doodle. They do shed a little bit, but it's nothing like other dogs. It's like if you don't vacuum for a week, you'll see little dust bunnies, but it's not like covering your clothes or anything like that. So that was the biggest factor. I didn't think I could handle a dog that I had to constantly clean after like the whole time, or just having dog hair everywhere. I was just not in a place in my life where I could handle that. So the coat was the biggest factor for me when choosing a doodle breed. Another factor that went into choosing a doodle was the diluted health problems that are seen in the individual breeds. So when you do a crossover, those health problems are kind of mixed out. That is not the case all the time, but generally that is the case. So that wasn't a big factor for me, but it was a bonus. And then the last factor, I'm literally not gonna lie, of why I was looking at a doodle breed is because I think they're cute. I was not gonna pay for a dog that I don't think is cute or like I'm not attracted to. So the cute factor was definitely a plus with a mixed breed. So getting into why I chose a Bernedoodle over the other doodle breeds, I did so much research once I decided I wanted a doodle. I was really comparing a golden doodle, a labradoodle, and a Bernedoodle. I compared them. How are they different? How are they the same? And these are the reasons why I personally chose a Bernedoodle over the other two. And these aren't in any particular order, but one reason was just because of the Bernese Mountain Dog. Anytime I would see them in person or even pictures online, they kind of just like caused me to stop for a second and look at them, and they are just so beautiful to me. I love a lab and I love a golden retriever, but for me there was just, I don't know how to describe it other than this sort of draw to them that would make me like stop and look at them. Another reason was the coloring. I really like the tricolor and even just the colorful options that are Bernedoodles and the different mixes. Like Moose, as you guys know, he's all black. He did have a little like white on his chin. He had a white goatee and a little bit on his chest. He still has like one strand on his chest, but I love the color combinations that you can get from Bernedoodles, and I think the tri-coloring is just so beautiful. Even like the Bernese Mountain Dog, I think that is a factor for me to like why I think they're so beautiful, besides their build and their face, is their coloring. Another reason that heavily played into why I chose a Bernedoodle was the characteristics of the Bernese Mountain Dog and the Poodle. So for the Bernese Mountain Dog, they are considered in the working class by the AKC. They used to be, I mean, some might still be, but like cart pullers, sled pullers. They used to rescue people in the snow, and they still do carpooling as a sport, but yeah, they are considered in the working class, which I really liked. And then the poodle is one of the smartest dogs, and I just really like the idea of those two breeds and those two drives coming together. Another reason why I chose a Bernedoodle was because of their sizing. I love big dogs. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a very like tiny dog person. The bigger the better in my eyes. And so the Bernese Mountain Dog, I mean, you guys seen them, they can be huge. I think the males can get up to like 120 pounds, and to me, I just love that. Some people are small dogs, some people are big dogs. I'm a big dog person, and I just really like that the Bernese Mountain Dog contributed to a bigger size doodle than a golden retriever or a lab would. And then the last but pretty most important reason that tipped me over the edge to choose a Bernedoodle was their energy level. So when comparing a Labradoodle, Golden Doodle, and Bernedoodle, I really looked at their energy level because I was living in New York City. I had to think of my lifestyle and what kind of dog would best fit into that, and just comparing the energy levels of the three, a Bernedoodle was best fit for me in my lifestyle. I don't think I could have handled a super high energy driven dog like a lab and a golden retriever are well known for. I liked that the Bernedoodle had the calmer, I'll say more calm side that a Bernese Mountain gives, and that they are more like cuddly and just more calm in general to the golden retriever and lab. So that was probably like the tipping point, like I said, for me in choosing a Bernedoodle, and that's a big factor I think people should think about when choosing a doodle, is the energy level and how that fits their lifestyle. Now let's get into what I think about a Bernedoodle as a service dog and what I recommend them for service work. And my answer to that is yes and no. I do not think a Bernedoodle is for everyone in general, and for everyone as far as their needs for a service dog. Kind of what I was talking about earlier as far as their energy level. In general, sorry, I always feel like I need to say that. In general, they are on the more calm side, and they're not as driven as a golden retriever and lab are bred to be. So if you are looking for a doodle breed and you're wanting one that needs to be highly driven and just kind of go energy to be your service dog, then I probably would not recommend a Bernedoodle to you. However, if you are like me, looking for a doodle and need one that's a little more on the calm side, that you could not keep up with go energy, then I would recommend a Bernedoodle to you. I think energy level is a huge factor, and again, always temperament test your prospect that you're looking for to see if they would be a fit for you in your lifestyle, no matter the breed. If you are looking for a hypoallergenic dog, whatever the reason, if you have allergies and you want more options than a poodle, then yes, I would recommend a Bernedoodle. And I would recommend a F1B. An F1B Bernedoodle is where the parents are a Bernedoodle and a poodle, so you get more poodle with still getting that Bernese Mountain in there as well. The F1s are not guaranteed to be hypoallergenic, so just be careful, do your research, and consider that when choosing a doodle and what kind of generation you would want. And then another reason why I would recommend a Bernedoodle is because I think they're really smart. Like I was saying, a Bernese Mountain Dog is in the working class of dogs by the AKC, and the poodle is, I think, one of the most intelligent dogs. I think, like, as a fact, they're one of the most intelligent dog breeds that there is, and I just think, like I was saying earlier, it is a great combination. I think Moose has been a wonderful service dog for me and my needs, and as far as training, Moose has always picked things up like that. I haven't really dealt with a lot of sass from him. I have gotten it a little bit, but not so far where it was like unworkable or he was untrainable for like days on end or anything like that. We've had our moments as a service dog team, but in general I have not had a problem with too much sassiness or stubbornness, unwillingness to work for me, and he has always picked things up quickly. If you're considering a Bernedoodle for your service dog, I hope this video was helpful. I know there's not a lot of Bernedoodle service dog teams out there, so I hope this gave you some clarity or just information to Bernedoodles and how they are as service dogs in general. And if I missed anything, if you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below, or you can always DM us on Instagram, either my personal one or at Big Apple Bernedoodle. I am always happy to talk about service dogs, Bernedoodles, answer your questions, anything like that. I think that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye, friends.